Hey everybody, this is Optional Bosses, and we're going to talk about MMOs, because I don't play MMOs, but I got two people here that do play MMOs, so yeah! This is Kyle.
Mark,
Ryan,
Kevin,
and Abe.
Alright, so, state of MMO, guys. What do y'all do? Y'all are about to get into WoW, right?
Oh yeah, Mr. Pandaria is coming out, so I'm very, very excited. I know Guild Wars 2 recently just came out.
Have you played that yet, Guild Wars 2?
I played a little bit of it.
What'd you think of it?
It was alright. It had a really interesting skill system, because let's say you have a sword, then you have 3 sword skills, but then if you switch to an axe, you get 3 different skills. But
so you're kind of skilling by the weapon.
Yeah, and then but if you're a warrior, you're going to have a few key warrior skills that you have regardless of your weapon. But just, maybe I'm kind of biased because I've been a big WoW person, played WoW since vanilla, but the movement and kind of the dodging didn't seem as fluid as it should be.
Yeah.
And so
would you welcome a mechanic like that? It not being in WoW? If it worked, would you?
Yeah, I
really
guess if it was if it felt more fluid, I think it would work better, but it was interesting, and the graphics are beautiful. It had some of the best water effects I've ever seen in a game. So, yeah, so that was really interesting.
It's more about exploring, too, right?
Yeah, and there's a lot more, events and stuff, in the world, and so there might be, a giant monster, and everybody bands together to kill it. And so just a lot more kind of random.
That's the stuff that I love about MMOs.
Yeah.
Events like that. That's my
favorite.
favorite. Yeah.
11, you like that so much.
Yeah, that's the only reason I played Final Fantasy 11 was and City Heroes and stuff too was just for that stuff,
Right.
Yeah, so just maybe from a long time WoW person, I think the movement was kind of clunkier than what I'm used to.
Yeah.
But it had a lot of strong points, so I thought that was interesting.
All the instances are randomized and stuff like that too, so that's kind of cool. I really wanted to play it. My computer crapped out the week before that game came out, and I was just like, well, there goes that idea, and I got 50 extra bucks in my pocket now. So.
And I just thought it was a Blizzard being mean or marketing, but that's also when Guild Wars 2 came out. It was the week of the same big pre-patch for Mr. Pandaria.
Oh, really?
So yeah, it's that same week. All your talents and stuff got reset, and all the class changes from Mr. Pandaria came out.
Oh, that was very clever.
Yeah, so Blizzard trying to keep their fan base interested in WoW and not trying to venture off. So
yeah, wow, gosh,
yeah.
It's being tied to a really bad cell phone provider. It seems
But I'm excited to our guild's getting back together. We're discussing schedules and getting ready to discuss strategies. So for anybody who's into raiding, that scratches a very peculiar itch, because there's kind of 2 ways to play MMOs like WoW. One is to just, farm, quest, and kind of just zone out, chill out, relax. And the second way is to raid or PvP, where it's challenging and it's going to require a lot of thought and skill and knowledge of your characters. And
Totally.
yeah, I kind of went through a different evolution. In vanilla, I didn't really do a whole lot. Then Burning Crusade came out, and I was all about arena. So I did 3s and 2v2 arena. Then Wrath of the Lich King came out, and I got really into hardcore raiding, servers first and stuff. So, and I just kept that up. So I'm excited for Mr. Pandaria.
Yeah, I'm generally interested in that too. I don't know if I'm going to go back to it, mostly because I don't have a computer, but mostly also because I know what an MMO can do to a social life, And my social life is already pretty. So here we are on a Saturday doing this. But so I don't know if I could jump in to it now, but the monk and being a panda are 2 easy sells for me. You're and the fact that the combat system is no longer automatic. It's as fast as you press it, or it's context sensitive.
Right.
So
and the Pandaren character has been it was started off as an Easter egg in the original Warcraft 3.
yeah.
So people have been wanting pandas in WoW for a long time.
I know, but then they got them, and everyone was kind of eh. It was kind of weird, but I think everyone's kind of interested in it now that it got closer.
Yeah. And it was kind of funny. Back in the day, I was trying to convince Ryan here to play WoW, and he was like, "I'll play WoW, and I can be a panda." And so I was like, "Now you gotta fucking play with me." So,
dang. Yeah, you got duped by Universe, man. Oh, man. Yeah, well, while we're on the subject of MMOs, just what are some of your other favorite MMOs that were, besides WoW? What other ones have you, dabbled in?
I really like the Old Republic. Just from a story standpoint, is probably by far the best.
Yeah.
While the in-game wasn't very imaginative, a lot of don't stand in this are enraged timers.
Yeah.
So it wasn't very different from that perspective, and the PvP was kind of interesting because tanks could actually taunt people. so they weren't just like flag carriers who were fucking annoying to try and kill.
Yeah.
And that's really about it. I dabbled in Terra a little bit just because the combat was really different.
Yeah.
And you could, like, they actually kind of recommended playing it like with a controller, but the questing was just shit. It's probably the most boring quest you'll ever do.
Damn.
Ever.
I played a lot of Star Wars, and I enjoyed it, but like it was just one of those things where it was just like, well, this is the crossroads. Are you gonna play this, or are you gonna like go out on Fridays? So I had to stop playing it. It becoming free to play, I may be interested in playing it for the story alone because like the story was great.
Yeah,
it was you know, the voice acting was great. You know, like all that stuff was fun. So
Yeah.
you got what, 9 huge story? How many races are there?
There's like 8 classes.
Or classes, 8 classes.
Yeah.
So you got 8 major, completely original stories. You know, from the Star Wars universe. Like, yeah, I'm gonna have to do that.
Exactly, and one thing that I really appreciate about the game is that if you have a friend to play with you, and you're trying to do it mostly for the story, you can go through the game with almost 0 grind.
Really?
Even at the highest level, just
Through the story, you can go through with no grind.
Yeah, just make sure you do all the side quests as you progress. And
Just do all the missions as you give it to them.
And you'll be like under leveled, but with 2 people, it doesn't scale with you, so you can just like really just get through the story and go through some of
Yeah, like me and Ryan, we might skip like a few side quests, but we're like I'm a tank and he has a healer companion, and so we have like a full party. So even if we are like 2 levels under leveled, it's like fuck you, gold mob, let's go.
Yeah,
Totally.
Yeah.
All right. Well, yeah. I guess some of my favorite MMOs. I mean, what were some of yours, Ryan? Before I get into mine, did you play anything like pre-WoW? Did you ever play the Matrix Online?
Actually, for a while I was really big into the Kingdom of Loathing. Because of his community. Haven't really had the time for it lately. My account's still there because once you have a certain amount of cool stuff, it just becomes undeletable. But I was in it mostly for like the guild and the people. That was the best thing about the Kingdom of Loathing because it's such a weird, quirky game.
Yeah, it is. I played a bit of it and it was fun.
Yeah.
It was good writing and it was fun.
Exactly. It doesn't take itself seriously at all, but it's still like clever.
So it's like showered in satire.
Yeah, just completely. And nerdy or pop culture satire at that. So
absolutely, yeah.
Stuff I can all identify with. So.
Did you ever play MMOs, Abe?
I did.
Closest I got.
You did? You played? What did you?
Ragnarok Online.
Oh wow! Okay, that's cool.
And Fly for Fun.
I don't know what that is. I don't know the latter. It's Ragnarok's interesting though. You played that? Did you ever dabble in anything? Or?
Closest I got was Guild Wars, which is like
okay.
MMO like light almost, I guess. So not really.
The first one was for sure.
Yeah, but that was
everything was an instance.
Yeah, it was a big time suck though. That's why I had to stop. I'm like, I want to drink tonight.
Guild Wars was fun though. I enjoyed the first one. Yeah. My favorite was City Heroes and City Villains. Like even to this day, it's my favorite. It was just fun. You were a hero, and the events were amazing. Sometimes like world cataclysmic, so like the entire surface like would change and stuff like that. While WoW would have to wait for like expansions and stuff like that, this would happen like on a weekly basis.
And same thing. That's one of the things I loved about Kingdom of Loathing were the events because it was so easy to make something crazy and weird happen, or like put in an event worth of adventures. It's just like. It was just really easy to make it creative and ever-changing,
Yeah. Well, cool. We got a nice little variety of MMOs that we've played then. That's nice. All right, but now it's time for something serious. I mean, dead serious. It's where we strap in to the hyperbolic dream chamber. That's where dreams, for a moment, become reality. Not like here in this plane, but like a different plane, like our minds, and we think about it, and we just talk about it. It's the hyperbolic dream chamber. You know what I'm talking about? Yeah. Today we're talking about if you could just flash to any video game universe in the pantheon of video games. What place would you like to be? What world, if you will? Do you want to go first, Abe?
No, I'll let one of you.
I was expecting him to come out and just say something really epic.
I know, right?
Wow. Really underwhelming.
Mark, go ahead, Mark.
Go ahead.
Nope.
Really?
I don't know anything yet.
You don't know anything?
I haven't thought about it.
Okay, does anybody have one? I have one.
I have one as well.
Oh, you had one?
I
Oh,
do.
you
No,
just didn't want to go.
yeah,
Come on, Abe.
Okay, fine. You want me to go first?
Yeah, I want
All
you to
right,
go
okay, I'll go
first.
first. I picked out the Armored Core universe. That one's just a really, it's kind of.
It seems dangerous.
No, yeah, definitely. But I mean, you get to go around. Like, I guess anybody can like purchase one of these, cores. So you can go around and like just be you're for hire. You get one of these and you go around destroying shit. Or I think the second one takes place on Mars. So you can be on a different planet pretty much, and you're going after like this alien raid group, whatever is terrorizing something. So you go out, kill aliens and shit. So. It's a cool universe. You're there customizing your machine, painting and everything.
I like Armored Core, man. It just sounds really dangerous.
Yeah.
I mean, would you have a house somewhere, or would it just be a constant state of war?
I assume I would have like a home base somewhere, some sort of
a home
facility.
base, not even a real home.
Yeah.
Some sort of facility to house this,
It's underground.
Yeah, it's like
Well, it would have to be, right?
I would imagine it would.
a bunker
Safest
somewhere.
place.
Yeah, so.
Okay, Ryan, why don't you go, man?
Mine would be the Pokemon universe.
Oh my god, that's
Dude,
awesome.
man,
That's a great
good
fucking
one.
one.
That is, Why did I not think of that?
I know. It's so simple that like you would have passed, like anyone would just pass over it. Amazing.
Yeah.
Explain away, sir.
Just because I love a universe where it's like, hey, you're like 15 now.
I think it was like 12 or 13.
Yeah, fucking like
Yeah,
10.
yeah.
Well, anyways, like
Here's a cell phone and here's some money. Fuck off.
buddy. You catch monsters now. That's what you do. You catch big animals.
What kind of rite of passage do you have to go through to
Right.
become a Pokemon master?
If you could have any of the first 150, which one would it be?
Like, if you could just pick one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, it might be a Hitmonlee.
Really?
Oh, okay. No, that's
That
a
was-
really good one.
I actually really like
I could fuck with
Hitmonchan.
it. Uh-oh.
You had the boxer
Yeah.
before? Okay. What about... I want to go around with this one. What would you pick for the first 150?
Oh, man.
If that was your first
Snorlax.
Pokemon...
That's who I would have chose.
Yeah.
That's mine.
Snorlax, like, he
Dude,
just
I want to
chills,
cosplay as
eats all
Snorlax.
day,
That's
like-
exactly what I
we
wanna
got two
do.
Snorlaxes. That's good. I like Snorlax, man. What about you?
And Metronome. He's Metronome.
Fucking Pidgeot. Why not? He's flying. He's pretty
Right.
standard. But
Okay.
I mean, he's cool.
No, that's
He's
good, man.
I'd probably go with Dragonite because he's really big.
But would you go with, like, would you evolve with the Dragonite? Or, like, would you
have an
just...
evolved one?
Oh, really?
Yeah.
He wouldn't listen to you, man.
I'd fucking slit his throat if he did.
Is there a
I
PETA
could
for
catch
Yeah, is there
Pokemon?
like Pokemon cruelty? Like,
I would go with Psyduck because he and I could have migraines together and it'd be awesome.
I'd also, if
Mr.
it
Mime.
wouldn't be too fucked up, I would kind of want a Gengar.
A Gengar?
Yeah.
Dude, that'd be really fucking cool. You could
Yeah.
scare people all the time.
Yeah.
but what if he got mad and just like started trolling you and fucking
Yeah.
with you?
Oh, yeah, I see lots of trolling in the future. Oh, that was great. I'm glad you chose that because that spun off into a whole different
Yeah.
thing.
Yeah.
We're not even in the hyperbolic dream chamber anymore, man. We've exploded out of that into a whole new realm of Pokemon. And
Oh my god.
you know one off the top of your
Yeah,
head?
man. I would go with the Animal Crossing universe. Nobody's gonna blow me up. Nobody's gonna shoot me. I'm gonna do a few jobs, maybe get some nice, like a new couch for my house. Hang out with my buds all day.
That's awesome.
Yeah, man.
What animal would you be? What animal worker?
Man, probably like a dog person.
A dog
I love
person.
dogs, yeah.
I legitimately dig Animal Crossing.
I know,
They're fun
it's
games,
weirdly
yeah.
addictive.
They're fun. It's like way cooler than Farmville or whatever's on
Yeah.
Facebook,
Yeah.
and you get to play as anamorphic.
I liked it more than I liked The Sims.
Ooh, wow.
I
think,
maybe
yeah.
I agree with that.
I think it's got a little more to it than this, for sure. Like it's got a little more character, a soul, if you will. Did you ever hear like Sims? They talk in demonic tongue. You ever heard them talk? To like
Yeah.
blah, 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 blah. It's like how they talk like in the Twin Peaks
Like
world.
backwards.
They
Yeah,
talk
yeah.
backwards. Oh, dick it. Okay.
I'd have to go with the Golden Sun universe.
Okay, interesting.
It's
I
still an
thought about
adventure.
that one.
It was
Explain
still
what-
an adventure, style, but it's kind of soft. There's not.
Yeah.
It's not so dangerous.
Yeah. Okay. I totally. I totally get
And I'm
that.
just like,
And the Golden Sun's awesome.
And you
so-
still have the little like genie things, and you can like summon monsters, and you blast shit with fire,
Right.
whatever element.
No,
you
that's
are.
sick,
So, yeah,
man. That's sick.
good,
That's a
man.
cool fantasy universe.
Oh,
I will.
man,
I've been real into like ancient civilization theory lately, and like technology like being peaked at many points of time before our time right now, and then being wiped out by cataclysmic events. So I've been really into that lately. So the first thing that comes to mind is Spira from Final Fantasy X, which kind of went through that. They were really technology based, and sin, if you will, the metaphorical sin comes and destroys everything and breaks down the entire world, and everyone has to go back to that technology. And it's kind of where we're heading right now. And like I said, it's on my mind, and I don't believe in the theory or whatever, but I don't believe. I don't believe.
That just sounds like not a safe place to live.
I know, but like this is the beginning of the age, so you're living at the beginning. So like your lifetime, you're not going to experience a cataclysmic event. But yes, sin is still around. But you know what? I'd be an adventurer, so I'd fight sin. It's not a big deal. As long as it's not too bad.
But you're gonna lose.
I'm not gonna lose.
I'd
I'd be a Final Fantasy
on your
character.
side.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe I'd have
well-
Ornn on my side or something.
I mean,
And we'd drink together, and I'd be way cooler than Titus. And also, like I was saying, I do enjoy I could go watch a blitzball game or play blitzball as long as I don't have to play it with a controller. I get to jump in there. That'd be good. Maybe I'll just drown. I can't breathe underwater. I can barely hold my breath 15 seconds before I start freaking out. So
Well, what's your universe?
I just said.
Oh, did you?
Spira.
That's right.
What's your universe, Abe? No, that's okay.
I'm surprised no one said like Resident Evil.
Why would you want to live in that?
Why wouldn't you want zombies?
We all
Come on.
desire for the zombie apocalypse to happen. I think I've been training my entire life to survive the zombie apocalypse.
Isn't that what life is about?
I thought it was.
Survivor, yeah.
Yeah, right? You don't think you could be able to survive?
I definitely do.
I think I could survive the zombie apocalypse. As long as I wasn't at ground zero,
Like, around Jimmy.
Well, I mean, like, Jimmy would probably, I don't know. He might be able to save everything.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
himself, most likely.
That's what I mean.
But that is pretty much it. We talked MMOs, we talked dream scenarios, we talked Pokemon. This is a pretty vast array of topics,
Really hit every major topic worth caring about.
Really, we could stop and never do this again. All right, everybody, until next time. Booyakasha.
Take it easy.